You're serious about trading in 2026? Good, because having a clear plan isn't just a nice to have, it's literally the only thing that's going to separate you from the huge majority of people who fail. Let's break down the exact roadmap you need to make sure you're on the right side of that statistic.
All right, let's just get this out of the way first. You've probably heard this statistic before, that something like 95% of traders fail. I mean, that's a crazy number, right? And most people just assume it's because they aren't smart enough or they don't have what it takes. But what if I told you the real reason has almost nothing to do with raw talent?
See, this is the key. Success isn't about being some kind of market genius. It really just boils down to two things: having direction and having discipline. And here's the game changer: both of those are skills you can actually learn. You can build them. And that's exactly what we're here to do. We're going to lay out a 6-step, totally realistic roadmap designed to help you navigate past all those common pitfalls and get you on a path of real, consistent progress. So here's the game plan. We'll kick things off with that fundamental problem. Then we'll build your foundation, and then get into the nitty-gritty, the specific strategies and mindsets that separate the pros from everyone else. All right, first up, the 95% problem. Let's really dig into why so many traders don't make it. You know, trying to navigate the markets without a roadmap, without any clear rules or direction, it's not just risky. Honestly, it's a guaranteed path to frustration and, yeah, failure.
So what's the very first step on this roadmap? It's realizing you don't have to walk it alone. It's all about finding a guide.
Okay, you have to be super careful who you learn from. You got to avoid those social media gurus, you know the ones, flashing Lamborghinis and posting questionable profit screenshots. The best mentors, they're teachers. They focus on the process of trading, not just bragging about the profits. And crucially, their teaching style has to be something you actually understand and connect with. Look, trying to learn all this by yourself is basically the slowest, most expensive tuition you could possibly pay. A great mentor is a shortcut. Why? Because they've already made the mistakes, so you don't have to. Okay, let's move on to something that is so often ignored, but it is absolutely critical. I mean, this is all about your trading psychology and your ability to make rational decisions. Listen, this is a hard and fast rule. Financial pressure is the single greatest enemy of good trading. I'll say it again, if you are stressed about money, you simply cannot make clear, rational decisions in the market. It's almost impossible. Think about it. If you're trading with money you absolutely cannot afford to lose, we're talking rent money, money borrowed from family, funds for your bills, you're not trading, you're gambling. And that pressure, it will force you to make bad decisions every single time, guaranteed. So what's the solution? It's simple, but not easy. You have to remove the pressure entirely. Build a stable income source first. Get a job, start a business, do some freelancing, whatever it takes. You need something that lets you trade with a clear and objective mind. Okay, now we're getting into the math that actually matters. And this next idea, it's a huge mindset shift for most people. And it is the key to understanding how profitability really works. Just take a look at this. You've got trader A who wins 70% of the time, but still loses money. How is that possible? Well, it's because their losses are bigger than their wins. Now look at trader B. This trader only wins 40% of the time, but they're profitable. Why? Because their wins are 3 times the size of their losses. That right there is the power of risk to reward. You see what this means, right? You have to let go of your ego. Stop trying to be right on every single trade. Instead, focus on a system that keeps your losses tiny and lets your winners run. That's it. That is the only sustainable path to actually growing your account.
Okay, so now that you get the math, it's time to build a system that actually fits you. And this is so important. There is no single best trading style out there. There's only the style that works for your personality and for your life.
So to find your trading style, whether it's fast-paced scalping or maybe slower swing trading, you have to start by being really honest with yourself. Ask yourself, how much time can I actually commit? Do I prefer making fast decisions, or do I need more time to think? Am I more emotional or more patient? Your strategy has to align with who you are. Now, the #1 tool for mastering your own mind in this game, it's the trading journal. And look, this isn't just a diary of your wins and losses. Think of it as your personal, high-performance feedback loop for getting better every single day. After every single trade, you need to ask yourself these 4 questions. Why did I take this trade? What was I feeling during the trade? What was the real reason for the profit or loss, and did I break any of my rules? Doing this forces you to confront your emotions and your decisions, and over time you'll start to see your patterns, both the good and the bad, and you'll finally stop making the same expensive mistakes over and over and again. And all of this brings us to the final, most crucial step. This is where you go from just following someone else's plan to actually creating and owning your own success. I want you to think of your personal strategy as your business plan for the market. It needs to have crystal clear, non-negotiable rules. Rules for your entries, rules for your exits, a defined time when you trade, a list of what you trade, and, this is maybe the most important part, rules for when you do not trade, when you just stay on the sidelines. But here's the secret that most traders completely miss. A good strategy is important, for sure, but disciplined execution, that's everything. Once you have a plan that you've tested and you trust, your only job is to follow it. Especially when it's hard. Don't start changing your system after a few losses. Stick with it.
So let's just recap the entire roadmap, shall we? 1. Find a mentor. 2. Remove that financial pressure. 3. Master your risk to reward. 4. Find your personal style. 5. Keep a detailed journal. And 6. Stick to one strategy. This is how you turn trading from a pure gamble into a skill-based business where you are in control of the outcome.
So, the roadmap is clear. The plan is laid out. The only question left is, which of these steps are you going to take first? If you're really serious about making 2026 your breakthrough year, let us know. Drop a comment below and just write Trading 2026 to declare you're on this journey. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.